guys, Grand Hustle King up in the club, and welcome to my Thursday Night Football Ravens at Steelers recap slash channel update video. Before we get started, please hit the like and subscribe button. That'd be greatly, eternally grateful. I'll give you a cookie if you do that. Yeah. Anyways, let's do the review of the Ravens Steelers game. I just got finished watching it. Boy, it was like, what, a 4-hour game? I mean, it was just such a slow game. Both teams ran the ball really well. I thought Joe Flacco, he was just not there, really. I mean, he just wasn't there for this football game at all. It was mainly the running game that saved the Ravens for this game, mainly the running game and the superior kicking by, Justin Tucker for the Baltimore Ravens. Kicked that game-winning field goal in overtime. I think it was about a 52-yard field goal. Those two elements saved the football game. Joe Flacco, I think, passed for about 150 yards. He did not look good at all. And I don't know if it's him, or is it the O-line, or is it the receiving core. I'm not sure. But all I have to say is, you get paid more money than Tom Brady. $20 million to Tom Brady's $10 million. You got to do better than that. Seriously, 150 yards for that game, you were lucky you didn't lose that. In fact, in a lot of ways, the Steelers sort of shot themselves in the foot. They really did. Their kicker, Josh Scobie, which was their third choice at kicker because the first one tore his ACL in the preseason, and their second one, Garrett Hartley, had an injured hamstring. And now they had to trade for Jaguars kicker Josh Scobie, who missed 2 field goals. I'm trying to remember if it's the fourth quarter or the third quarter or both, but he missed 2 field goals that could have easily iced the game, and they could have easily been up by 26 points. But instead, they didn't. They weren't up by 26 points. They were only up by 20. And in a lot of ways, it wasn't really Michael Vick's fault as quarterback. In fact, I think it was really just the very conservative play calling and the very linear play calling that sort of lost them the game on offense. I think they could have done a lot more than just run it left or run it right with Le'Veon Bell and maybe sometimes throw. But there's just so many stupid play calls they did with Michael Vick. I mean, I guess you can give them benefit of the doubt. It was a Thursday game, 1, and 2, it was with a backup quarterback. I guess so, but still, it's an NFL team. It's an NFL team, and it's a veteran quarterback. So they could have easily done a lot better. The Ravens, now that they're 1-3, a very lucky 1-3. In fact, the only reason why they are 1-3 instead of 0-4 is because the Steelers just did not have a kicker at all. If he could have made those 2 field goals and went up 26-17 or 26-20, they would have won that game, straight up. But no, they didn't. Their kicker, in my opinion, is the goat trolley of the game. I think he's going to get egged at once he goes back to practice. All the fans are going to egg, rotten eggs at him next practice because it's just, he lost the game. Even though the defense gave up a lot of rushing yards, they did sack Joe Flacco 5 times. They did hold him to 150 yards. And they got the offense back on the field a lot. And then, of course, the offense, once they got on the field, they run it for a bit. They try to pass it. Horrible passing call selection. Punt the ball, rinse and repeat. And then all of a sudden, oh, look, Ravens won the game by a hair. And I hate that they won the game because it was really just such a dirty game. I mean, it just felt like both of these teams were going to tie because of how horrible both of them played. I mean, both of their defenses were horrible at run defending. I think each one gave up, about 100, 150 yards each. And yet again, both teams were good at running the ball, and both teams were horrible at passing the ball. It was just an awful game to watch. And it was a 4-hour game. It's just mind-boggling that I sat in my living room for 4 hours to watch that game from 6 o'clock to 10. It's absurd. But anyways, Ravens, are they back in it? I still don't think they're back in it. They were lucky to win this football game. I still think they're going to end up missing the playoffs, and they deserve it. I don't like the Ravens. Screw them, lucky ass bitches. But anyways, that's the end of that part. Bit of an update. For next Wednesday, I'm gonna upload a first impressions video on Metal Gear Online for Metal Gear Solid 5. You know, I have Metal Gear Solid 5 like right here. So I'm gonna download that and play that on Tuesday, and then upload my first impressions on Wednesday. And then on Friday, which is October the 9th, I'm going to upload my Star Wars Battlefront beta first impressions. I'm going to play it on Thursday and then give my first impressions on Friday. And yeah, that's about it for those videos. I'm still going to upload my Week 4 NFL predictions on Saturday, which is, I think, yeah, it's the 3rd. Saturday the 3rd. Look out for that video. You know, usual 7 to 10 minutes. But anyways, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Look in the description for random stuff if you want to, you know, all that fun stuff. And, you know, subscribe for more videos because I'm going to be uploading about 4 times a week. And I also intend to respond to all comments and stuff. So I'll catch you guys on my next video on Saturday. This is Grand Ocean King. Sayonara. Hey, how's it going?